we haven't seen Bjergsen on it yet this split.
Well, he's going to...
And as we mentioned during Champ Select, Captain Flowers, the Cinder was banned by Immortals, so Bjergsen had to go to a different pick eventually. The very last pick, Diana, coming in here. Also, the Zyra Khan was broken up by Immortals early on in the draft when TSM decided to go for the early GP, and really quickly they might get something. They get the flash from SOAS.
Yeah, nice. Teleport was used from Bjergsen to make sure that they were ready to deal with that dive coming through, but it also cost both summoner spells from Hakuo.
Timely teleport, but the fact that they couldn't engage onto Xayah meant Biofrost ate most of that with Aftershock. And here we go. He's flashless, remember?
Dardoch knew that. He knew he was safe to immediately flash to make sure he connected with the Arctic Assault. And it will be a while before SOAS has that come online, but we will need to keep track of it once it's there to be honest about the gold in the game. Bjergsen, remember, had to flash earlier to escape the shockwave from Aka, so he's not really able to do a whole lot to get away from this one. Hakuo and Xmithie merely stand guard and allow Aka to grab the killing blow. Until the very last second on that, they should be able to secure themselves almost a kill's worth of gold in plate money at the very least. Xmithie and Hakuo heading towards this top side, but Kaveh, Biofrost, and Dardoch are all hanging out. They're ready to go. This could be a big catch, and there it is. Hakuo is exploded before Immortals can do anything about it.
That was... and then just stood there. Now, like, that play actually probably wouldn't have worked, so is the correct call in the moment to back out. But if a play isn't going to work, you shouldn't even be setting up for it, which is why TSM is falling like 2,000 gold behind right now, I think, is because they're setting up for a lot of plays that won't work and then calling them off.
Dardoch loses half his HP here, but Xmithie's also going to be in a lot of trouble. A nice shockwave from Aka will make sure that the fight goes back into the favor of Immortals. Xmithie with a flash over the wall to stay safe, but he comes back over with the EQ combo. TP in from Broken Blade, but the fight is already over by the time he arrives, and that means TP advantage and bot lane priority goes over to Immortals.
And Immortals, yeah, also because Bjergsen got solo turret gold down bottom while the pressure was being used by Immortals top lane, so the guy who really needs the gold the most, because I don't think this TSM team wins unless the Diana gets going, is able to get solo turret gold.
Well, Biofrost gets jumped on there, and Aka once again looking to make the shockwave happen, but a good ulti from Kaveh is going to make sure he gets away from it, and Xmithie is punished. Initiating on the tanky support with Aftershock does not pay off for Immortals there. A good turnaround and a nicely timed ulti from Kaveh.
Yeah, Kaveh perfectly outplayed that and then also held his feathers for the end of the stasis to instantly kill Xmithie, but unable to get much more after that as the Orianna's wave clear is still pretty strong.
Biofrost trying to spider troll over this bottom side river, but Immortals not willing to concede anything. Aka's still all the way back in mid, and so is Bjergsen. Teleport not available for Bjergsen. Aka doesn't have one to begin with. He has rotated himself down towards the fight. If Bjergsen wants to join, they've either got to initiate together and he comes in on the flank, or he's isolated and has to wrap around. It is going to be the latter here, as Broken Blade brings down the ulti to zone the Immortals squad away. Xmithie goes over the wall into the pit, and good! Golly miss Molly! Xmithie does what Xmithie does. The steal comes through, and Immortals will take the objective.
Right through TSM. He actually precast his flag and then just kind of danced for a little while before Q smiting. And now they're going for Biofrost.
Biofrost in some trouble. He pops the stone plate. He's making his way towards the wall to flash away. He's going to live. Apollo with no true shot barrage to hunt him down. But Dardoch caught out now in the bottom side of the river. SOAS chasing after him. Kaveh, he's in the bush. He says, all right, man, I'll see you later. I'll catch you back at home.
Big fight win for him.
And Bjergsen, you can see there, jumped onto SOAS, did a little bit of damage, didn't find a whole lot. SOAS also building a Locket of the Iron Solari here as his third item on the Ornn to resist some of the burst that may come out from the side of TSM. Aka goes for the shockwave onto Broken Blade, but a very nice outplay from TSM's top laner in a 1v2 to get a kill and get away. Bjergsen now continues the chase. He's got Biofrost behind him. This is going to be a case of the Ornn punching bag. The damage is just not there. The Ornn
Broken Blade's back
off. SOAS fires it right back into Bjergsen. Hakuo and Apollo have found themselves the opportunity to free fire onto Dardoch. By the way, SOAS still is not dead. Hakuo has to dash away right back to Apollo. That's a one-for-one trade off the back end of the fight that was ultimately outplayed by Broken Blade there at the very beginning.
Surely this doesn't go 62 minutes, but it is very close.
Don't jinx it. Come on.
It's a close game. I mean, looking at how hard it was to kill Ornn and how the outer turrets, even the second-tier turrets, are still alive for everyone. As we see this fight in the mid lane, good GP ultimate, actually.
Biofrost tanking up here on the front lines. Hakuo looking to get himself away, but Bjergsen's able to find the shutdown and the damage. Broken Blade, the only man going to be caught out by the shockwave. And TSM, ladies and gentlemen, they've got a team fight. They get a 2-for-0, and they're on the march to Baron.
Hakuho, as he was jumping back from that fight, got hit by the second part of Bjergsen's Diana ultimate. So a one-team fight because the GP ultimate plus the Diana were able to flank. But now Dardoch, clearing vision, is very low, and TSM has to reset.
Okay, so TSM won't get the Baron, but winning a team fight like that straight...
Oh, good. Immortals setting up for this last Drake.
It still wasn't as bad as forgetting the Syndra wasn't banned, so I excuse myself for that one, for only making my second worst error this game, as TSM will try to secure the next Drake for themselves. Remember, if they get this third one, that puts them on Soul Point 2. The 7th Dragon is the last one, no matter what, in any game of League of Legends that it spawns in. Sans Elders, of course.
So they got this set up.
TSM have control. Immortals may once again look to make some sort of a steal here. Remember, Xmithie, he did it once, but Biofrost is going to go in and look to shut him down before it happens. Broken Blade with the ulti summoned up. Xmithie with the flag over the wall, and the Drake is going to be secured by the side of TSM, but Dardoch has already been popped. Cataclysm comes through. Hakuo jumping right back out. It's a 1 for Drake so far. TSM will take that trade. Immortals, that's like a nice little, these dudes are playing Animal Crossing or something, planting little flowers in the Baron pit for their opponents to clear out with the little blue wards. I don't know nothing about that game, so I think you plant flowers or something though, but that's just what I'm imagining since that's all I've been reading on Twitter for the past week. Either way, Immortals, they clear out the vision around the Baron pit. They're the only ones with vision in there now. They know that Drake's soul is spawning here in 45 seconds, and they want to be the ones with priority.
And unless Bjergsen finds a flank, it's really, really hard for them to fight. So that's why I see Soaz off on the side, trying to ward off Bjergsen from going anywhere. It's really all about the initiation in this fight.
Oh, they're so close to each other.
Who's gonna go?
Oh, they're gonna go. Something's gonna happen here soon. Dardoch takes a little bit of damage.
Watch the shockwave.
Little barrel goes off. Bjergsen's running away from the side. Knockup comes through from Soaz. There's the chain CC coming down. Now the charm goes out. The damage comes through. Stasis coming out as Hakuo is now going to be the target. Dardoch there on the front line. Xmithie also tanking up. Soaz grabbing the kill onto Bjergsen. Dardoch very low. Dardoch very dead. Biofrost going to follow. And Immortals will slam that fight.
And it is Bjergsen who gets caught. If someone is trying to flank you, oftentimes...
Fighting very well as Soaz is saying, all right, Bjergsen, come on, let's do this. 1v1, mano a mano. Ornn versus Diana. Ornn's kind of clunky, so he just sort of charges around. Bjergsen's...
He's just buying time.
Trying to dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge. Apollo shows up. He's like, all right, Ornn, 10 seconds is your time limit. You can't kill him by then. I'm swooping in to clean it up. Immortals still on full HP. Looking to just grab anything they can here, but you got to be careful about diving between two Nexus turrets. Doesn't look.
I mean, there's no way for Bjergsen to flank this one, so they might just try and set up here with their Baron minions. That's as good of a flank to be able to get.
What is this TP coming in from Bjergsen? All right, he makes his way over to his own ward, but now the fight's still going to be breaking out in earnest. Biofrost going to be trapped in the Cataclysm. Dardoch as well, but Xmithie's the only man to fall. Bjergsen still looking to chase this one even further as Apollo and Hakuo kite back, and they end up running it. Then TSM do manage to get both Uber buffs at once, which could turn the game on its head. So I want to see just how gung-ho Immortals are here.
I mean, generally speaking, Immortals with the 2 waves of supers could control this Elder. It's kind of interesting how Apollo is up top with the TP Ezreal, making sure the top lane is pushed in. And yeah, TSM, like, if they can take a fight, they should take it now.
TSM, they're going after Xmithie, but now Immortals are collapsing from behind. Xmithie losing about 1/3 of the HP, but now the counterattack is coming in. Bjergsen going to be taken low. The Stasis keeping him alive, if only for a moment. A nice shockwave finding its way onto multiple members of the TSM lines. Team solo mid, running all the way back down mid towards their own fountain. Immortals, they have a double kill for Apollo. Xmithie will lead the charge. He will plant a flag on the corpse of Bjergsen, and Broken Blade will be chased down by the remainder of Immortals. This surely ends the game and gives Immortals the win over TSM.
And what a win for Immortals, moving to 8-8 and breaking TSM's winning streak. By no means was this one quick, but you could really just see how focused they were to make sure that Bjergsen could not have an effect in this game, right? Like that last pick Diana ended up being a total disaster for Bjergsen and TSM. Eka ended up having